Ebonyi as new battleground for APC and PDP. Ebonyi State had hardly known peace from the time Governor Dave Umahi dumped the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the rival All Progressive Congress (APC) in November last year till now. Former family members and friends in the then ruling party have now become bitter foes, shaking the political landscape of the state to its very foundation. There is a bitter struggle between the governor, as a remnant of his loyalists in the state PDP on one hand, and the other hand, that the national leadership of the party has placed its affair in their custody in the wake of the exit of the governor. The Ebonyi PDP accused the governor of doing everything to unsettle the party because his expectations of the PDP concerning his defection to the APC have not quite materialized. Members of the now opposition party in the state feel that Umahi's game plan is to ruin the PDP so that it cannot provide any meaningful opposition to his ambition in his new party. But as much as he has tried, the PDP believes that it is getting more mileage in Ebonyi State. Umahi's apparent reason for leaving the PDP was that the party had not indicated that it's willing to zone its 2023 presidency ticket to the southeast. Therefore, he considered his exit from the PDP to be in the interest of the region. But before then, the governor had apparently fallen out with key PDP members in the state, some of who were responsible for him rising to the governorship post of the state. Politicians like former Ebonyi State Governor Senator Sam Egu and former Senate President Ayim Pius Ayim had an increasingly strained relationship with their former mentee, and that brought visible cracks to the PDP before Umahi's defection. Observer says the real reason the governor left the PDP was to be rid of the shackles of some of his politicians had placed on him, but he also thought that he could pull the majority of the stakeholders in PDP along with him to his new abode and render his opponent remaining in the PDP politically irrelevant. Cynics say that on this score, the governor appeared to have miscalculated because no Ebonyi State PDP politician of note had joined him in the APC. This means that the PDP remains a strong enough opposition to make him uncomfortable in the state, contrary to his expectations. The chairman of the Ebonyi State PDP Caretaker Committee, Elder Fred Odegu, believes that this is the reason Umahi has sought to place hurdles before the state leadership of the party, which since inauguration has not been able to gain access into the state secretariat of the party in Abakaliki. Pro-Umahi elements that the PDP believes the governor deliberately left behind in the party had dragged it to court, claiming to be the authentic leadership of the party. It was only last week that a federal high court in Abuja issued an order restraining the Umahi faction from parading themselves as the leaders of the party in Ebonyi State. Behind that, the PDP has been crying of persecution and violent attacks on its members by agents of the state and vowing to fight back with all its might. Odegu affirmed that Umahi's frustration over his inability to get PDP members to defect with him to the APC was responsible for his action against the party, telling a press conference in Abuja that Umahi was fighting the PDP in the state because he did not realize his main objective to pull them to his new party. The party boss stated that despite being tempted with political appointments and other enticing offers, some of the PDP elders have resolutely told the governor that they had been in the party longer than him and could not join him in his new party. He also alleged that Umahi wanted to have control of both APC and PDP at the same time, but the PDP members have resisted his moves, thus frustrating him. This is why, according to Odegu, Umahi had allegedly sponsored several litigation against the Ebonyi PDP as part of the effort to destabilize the party. The Ebonyi PDP boss posted, "Ever since Governor Dave Umahi's solo defection from the PDP to APC, our great party has been inundated with a slew of state-sponsored court actions, all aimed at derailing the caretaker committee set up by the neck of our great party. As we all know, Governor Dave Umahi's illusion has been that Ebonyi people will defect with him to APC. He had boasted that PDP stakeholders and members of the National Assembly would defect with him. When this failed, the reaction from Governor Umahi has been to derail and destroy the caretaker committee by filing a suit at the State High Court, asking the court not to recognize this caretaker committee. Odegu, who is now confident that the state leadership will take possession of the state's PDP secretariat, armed with the court orders. However, the Ebonyi State PDP members are still on the edge, unsure of what the administration might do. Hence, Odegu has called on the security agencies to protect the party members from the threat of Umahi's administration. The governor denied that he was after the PDP or its members, as alleged as according to him. Having left the PDP, he has since moved on and not interested in what goes on in the party. Yet, observer says that Ebonyi, being a core PDP state in the southeast, will not be an easy game for Governor Umahi, who must prove his credentials to be a credible presidential candidate to the APC hierarchy by exercising complete control of his state's political affairs. But his attempt to gain control and PDP's resistance to it has placed the state on a slippery turf in the run-up to 2023. Personal interest running here and there. I think if we look at all of these politicians closely, we'll see that a lot of personal interest attached to their decisions. Imagine Dave Umahi. After the campaign from the People's Democratic Party to APC, he gave a lot of reasons that why he left PDP, that they mismanage things, they don't do things properly. But now we've seen that it's because of 2023. He has seen that so far PDP have not taken any position, made any concrete say on where to zone the party's presidential ticket. Umahi, we know very well that he's got some interest in 2023, so he ran to APC, thinking that lines will fall for him well there. And also, in his thoughts, he felt like when leaving, he has a lot of people he would pull along himself. But unfortunately, no one has since decamped with him to the to the All Progressive Congress, I beg your pardon. And that has brought a lot of tussle within the party. Let's not forget that politics is a game of numbers. Yes, a game of numbers. APC, on the other hand, they would want to ensure that Umahi has got a stronghold of Ebonyi State, even if he has decamped, because right now, PDP in there, they are still solid, they are still united, and they don't have they are not thinking about even moving camp or switching camp. So that state is, even if Dave Umahi has decamped, it still looks like a PDP state. The battle continues. Anyway, guys, let's hear your take down below in the comment section. Thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye for now, and God bless.